Today, I will be talking about my first short film, or rather my first real short film, Zindagi. Made it in 2017. I wrote, directed, and produced it. Yeah, it was one of those. Today we're going to kind of go through some of the shots, some of the scenes, and analyze what exactly I was thinking when I was making it. So for this first scene here, we were so preoccupied with what she was going to wear. We were like, okay, we got to find a sari that looks like a wedding sari, and I think we spent a good amount of time searching for one. We were like, okay, we got to get Mendi on her, and just make it look real. And then we totally forgot that we had to dress up our male actor as well. So all he's wearing is a dress shirt and tie, which isn't that believable for a wedding, but that's all we had on short notice, because we really did not think about it. So this shot right here of him opening the door was the first shot that we did of the whole movie. We had a fog machine on the shot, so we added some extra fog to give it like a mystic kind of look. And it's funny because I think the shot took us the longest. We were in front of this door for I think 2.5 hours, just filming him opening the door, and just kind of getting everything right, which I think we did at the end of the day. So we repositioned a lot of stuff here to make the frame not seem empty. We moved these two plants, and we moved this one as well. Well, they're not really plants, they're fake. You see that frame in the corner on the wall there? We had this special tape thing that wasn't supposed to damage the walls and was supposed to work, but ultimately the frame fell and we broke the frame. So that was great. My mom wasn't too happy because I just used her frame. It's pretty heavy-handed here, because a big worry of mine during this whole thing is when you're making a movie, you're trying to communicate an idea with other people. And so the whole first minute and a half, 2 minutes, we're just trying to express how his former wife has passed away, and that he's sad about that. In the beginning, in the first couple versions of the script, we just had him sad the whole time. But what I noticed was if he's just sad, and it's just like more sadness, then it doesn't really work. It's kind of like that sequence from Up with the old man. In the beginning of the movie, it shows him happy, and then you care about him while he's happy, and then he stops being happy, and then you kind of understand that process more. It means a lot more when you see someone that's happy first, and then they transform into someone that's not. So for this shot, I knew early on to save money I was just going to film it at my house. One of the things that came to me was the idea of seeing someone's feet randomly dangling, because this is my bathroom, and so I've looked out of this window many times. I think one time while I was showering, I thought about like someone's feet randomly dangling in the background and how weird that would be to see that. So that's where the shot originated from. I was pretty worried that the DP wouldn't want to go on the roof, but luckily we were cool with going on the roof. We brought an RE Luxa Mini up there. Yeah, that was fun. It's hard. I think we used like 2 different ladders just to get him up there first and then hand off the camera to him while he was up there. Just to make sure nothing happened to either the person or the camera. I'm not really going to talk about this scene because I had so much trouble making it work. Obviously, we couldn't get her to jump off the roof because it was too high up. But I never really figured out a good alternative to that. So the scene just feels very weak. And so a good tip is, if you're making a low budget movie, probably stay away from things that you can't make work with no money.
The Let's Dance.
The songs we used in this, we were able to license, which I thought was pretty cool because they were legit Bollywood songs. We got lucky because the actor slash producer's uncle was a music producer, so it definitely helps knowing the right people, because then you get music for free. Another thing that I realized while filming is if you're making a depressing movie, like that's the mindset that you'll kind of have while making it. So my favorite sequence by far was this end here, where he finally chooses to be happy, and he's doing things with purpose. And it's a faster edit, it's more upbeat, and also fun for me to see the actor smiling after 2 full days of not smiling. And the last final note, we can make a lot of choices as filmmakers when we're making movies. Sometimes those choices are because the problem arose and we just had to solve it. But sometimes, if we're mindful of what we need, then we can make it based on creative choices. One of those creative choices that I made was the choice of this flower. It's a lily. Lilies represent death. This lily showed up in an earlier scene as well. And when he throws it away at the end, it symbolizes that he's ready to start living and that he gives up on the idea of just killing himself. Deep diving through memory lane. Always a lot of fun.